When I think of what Satan has done to humanity and what could be, Satan makes me want to cry. Doesn't make me want to hate. It makes me want to cry. Because there's nothing positive that can come out of hate. But the reality that Satan makes me want to cry is what got me up out of bed. You know, there's I can't quite remember where I got this from, but it goes like this. Before the eyes can see, they must be incapable of tears. Before the ears can hear, they must lose their sensitivity. Before the voice can speak in the presence of its master, it must lose the power to wound. And before I can stand in the presence of the master, my feet must be washed in the blood of the heart. And what this means is, before the eyes can see, we must look with understanding, because everything that we see isn't always there. We must look with our minds, and we must look with understanding. Before the ears can hear, they must lose their sensitivity. People will oftentimes say things that they don't mean. People will oftentimes tell lies. And you must not let your desires allow you to believe in lies. Because we all want to hear what we want to hear. And we all choose to believe what we want to hear, whether it's true or not. But we have to look for truth. And we should not be sensitive to the things that people say. We have to hear with our minds, as well as see with our minds. Because everything in this material world isn't as it seems. Before the mouth can speak, it must lose its power to wound. In other words, we must also speak with understanding, as well as see with understanding, as well as hear with understanding. Speak with understanding. We must do all these things non-emotional. We must do these things with our minds. I didn't say brains, I said our mind, because our mind is of spirit. And before the person can stand in the presence of the master, his feet must be washed in the blood of the heart. And what this means is, we must not let our heart will cause us to desire a lot of physical things, but we cannot allow our desires to own us. We can't be owned by the things that we desire. We must own the things that we desire, and not vice versa. If we allow the things we desire to own us, then we become a junkie. We become a junkie, and we become possessed. So our feet must be washed in the blood of the heart, or put it another way, the blood of desires. I couldn't sleep because if you know the story of Enoch in the Bible, then you know that Enoch never died, which is to say that spiritually he walked with God. And to walk with God, everything in that quote was to walk with God. Tonight I wanted to sleep, but I couldn't. I had to give this message. I think that as I think about it, it's like when I look at the way the world is today, it's like if Jesus comes back, he has to start all over again. He has to start all over again because so many people nowadays, we don't believe in truth anymore. Religion, spirituality, and philosophy are things we recognize when we think with our minds. Religions are man-made. Religions are fractured spiritual philosophies. And to really understand spirituality nowadays, you have to study basically every religion out there and put the pieces back together. You have to study more than one religion, and you have to put the pieces back together because spirituality has been fragmented. It's been fragmented. Just like you could take Christianity, for instance. You got so many different sects of Christianity where people just take what they want, take pieces they want, and they don't believe in truth anymore. Religion is like right and wrong. You say, well, this is right for me, this is wrong for me. Another person say, well, okay, well, that may be wrong for you, but that's wrong for me, and this is right for me, and it's fractured. And truth adds up. Understand this, truth adds up. 1 and 1 equal 2. 2 and 2 equal 4. We're going to have to take the truth from different religions and combine them again. One of the things that Christianity teaches you is to fear God. And why does it teach you to fear God? Because through fear you can be controlled. You can be controlled. When you live in fear, you don't question. You just accept. You say, why should I pay tithes and what does the pastor or the preacher tell you? Don't worry about where your money is going. But look with your mind. You know where it's going. If he has a mansion, if he has a jet, what is he spreading? You have to understand truth, like philosophy, is immortal because truth builds on itself. The more you learn, the more you see where you have to learn. Truth is the light at the end of the tunnel that we will never reach. But that is the purpose of life. It is a labor of love. Spirituality is an ascension. We grow spiritually. Religions are a dead end. They tell you to believe this, believe that, and you're going to go to heaven. No. Life is a labor of love. Love is non-emotional intelligence. Love is non-emotional intelligence. Don't confuse love with passion. Passion causes you to do what? If you feel that someone's cheated on you or someone has done this or that, then you have a desire to hurt them. That is not love. Love is not emotional. It must be seen and felt with your mind. With your mind. Through your heart. But with your mind. That's why love is non-emotional intelligence. Emotions destroys intelligence. It makes you act out of character. Truth is what you search for when you look for God. You can't look for God because you don't know what God is. God is not a missing shoe up under your bed and you can run around and look for it. No. You have to seek truth. Seek truth and God will find you. You do not have the ability. We do not have the physical ability to find God, but we do have the mental ability to search for truth and put those blocks together. And that's what we have to do. Search for truth, and God will find you. And with that, God bless us all. And I'm going to finish this up, and I'm going to go to bed. Namaste. That means peace.